This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. He's across midfield.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Hall.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They go play action with Hurts.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Deommodore.
And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Got his man, Dell.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Texans at 12-1 now to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. He's got a man. Complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window. Because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Henry To'o there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Ready. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
And got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nicole Hardman,
79 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. 73. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
There he goes, left side.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
In motion right, that's Dell. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Come on. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That is caught by Dell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Cook again.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
James Cook
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. so. It's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Stroud off the play fake.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Cook up the gut. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Stroud. That is incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of depth.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Okay, ready? Go!
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Gets past one man. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Throw here's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
He's on his way. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Deebo Samuel. 62 yards.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Ready.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston,